So hope you are well and keeping things in a nice way. I would now go to the actual point, the verse where we had left last time in Bodhicharyavatara. It is verse number 87. And this is the starting of a second volume. You know, the texts in India are always divided by volumes. And volume is something that is the exact amount of words, exact amount of scripture. So here, one volume. Now starts from here the next volume. And this is in the middle of a chapter, but the volumes are not by chapters, but it's just strictly by the number of words. So, and here we went through all these different reasons, to try to think about all these things, like if somebody did harm to me, I should still be patient and not yet totally carried away by our hatred and anger and things like that, and also to my people, and all those things we have. It's gone, so I'm not going to repeat this again. Now here is cultivating patience toward obstacles that prevent us from getting what we want. And here, cultivating patience toward obstacles that prevent unpleasant things from happening to our enemies. We said that, if somebody prevents negative things happening, bad things happening to our enemies, then we will be happy. That should not be, that the reason why 87, stanza 87, if unhappiness befalls your enemies, why should this be cause for your rejoicing? Usually when something bad happens to our enemies, many times we become kind of happy, rejoicing. It's very good that they should suffer, they should have these problems, and now they are going through it. They have earned it, kind of, The reason why is the wishes of your mind alone will not in fact contrive their injuries. If something's happening, something bad is happening to our enemies, and then somebody is preventing that happening, there is no reason why we should be angry about that. We should not get angry to that people who do that. Because the main thing here is that, if I am happy because something bad is happening to somebody, even if that's my enemy, it's not a good thing, because, just by wishing something good, bad happening, is not bringing that bad thing. So our wish that something bad happens to my enemies is a kind of a wish that doesn't have any real positive or actual effect. But then if that wish that something bad would happen to my enemies, or that I get upset and angry that somebody prevented that, is very bad, because it's a negative emotion. It's a very this is same thing. This has been going on in this text, that what I really wish is good for myself now and in the long run, good for for my near and dear ones, good for the world, and things like that. And if I keep this negative feeling that I wish bad things happening to others, and my anger and hatred, the more anger and hatred that I keep in myself, that I become like that. I am what my emotions are. If I am angry, I am upset, I am unhappy. And if that kind of unhappiness, state of mind which is unforgiving, state of mind that is hateful, ill will, then I become dark, I become negative, I become like a monster. And do I really want to become like a monster? Maybe you said that originally it's for a justice, for a good thing. But then at the end, I become that monster myself. So when I look at myself and I feel that I am holding on to that grudge and feel angry even if somebody is doing something good, by preventing something bad happening to somebody who I see as my enemy, then I'm becoming too bad, I'm becoming too negative. So when I see this, then I should try to think like this, as it said in 88, stanza number 88. And if your hostile wishes were to bring them harm, again, what cause of joy is that to you? Why then I would be satisfied are those your thoughts. I will be satisfied because I wish them bad, and that wish is fulfilled. And now this person, didn't allow that fulfillment to me. Then that's very bad. Is anything more heinous than, there is nothing more negative than that, because it's, you are becoming a monster. You are becoming yourself a very, very negative person, who is not only angry at somebody and wish that bad things happen to them, but who is also angry with somebody who is trying to do something good to prevent something bad happening to them. Then you are really becoming very negative. And if you talk from the karmic point of view, this is the most negative action, negative emotion, negative karma. So therefore, caught upon the hook, unbearable and sharp, cast by the fisherman, my own defilements, I'll be flung into the cauldrons of the pit and surely boiled by all the janitors of hell. This is very kind of a strong picture. But what is saying is that, if I grasp to this kind of very negative, angry, hateful, ill will state of my mind, then that will cause pain to myself. That will cause myself to create a hell realm for myself. Usually we talk about the karma, and we say that if you do positive things, you go to you are born, or you create a heaven for yourself. And if you do negative actions and negative emotions, you create a hell for yourself. Now this, that hell and heaven, sometimes it's described as, you go up into the, up into the sky, and there is the heaven and all kind of things. You go down, kind of under the earth, and then there is hell. It's not like that. It is not like that. It actually tries to tell how easily we can create heaven for ourselves, and we can create hell for ourselves. If I allow myself to be completely, controlled by my anger, by my hatred, by my ill will, by my negative feelings, that I am always wanting to harm somebody, I always wish bad to somebody, I wish, I am angry and upset all the time, then that creates hell for myself. That creates, and the more and more I'm like that, the darker and darker it becomes things for me and around me. And that's, that's the fire of hell, burning in me, burning myself, and also help burn others. But if I let go of this, we all go through different situations in our life. Sometimes we go through very good situations. We meet very nice people, everything goes well, we are very happy. And that's very good. We should enjoy that. We should appreciate that. We should appreciate all the people who are nice, loving, kind, and things like that. And sometimes we go through difficult times, very difficult times. And there, not only that we go through difficult times, but we also, find things and people who are not helping but harming, and things like that. And this is also happening in the life. Now, how I have to, that doesn't mean that I should not, I should not do anything about that. I should try my best to get rid of all the negative things, bad things. I should get myself out of this situation as fast as possible. I should do everything, all the causes and conditions, because from Buddhist point of view, this is the whole point. Everything is because of the causes and conditions. It's not somebody up there making plans for you and getting it done for you. No, that's not the Buddhist way of thinking. It's the actions, it's the causes and conditions, internal causes, conditions, external causes, conditions, long-term causes, conditions, short-term causes and conditions. All these things are creating. So, I should try to get rid of the causes and conditions. If it is a short-term causes and conditions, I can get rid of this problem, I can change the situation more easily. If it is a deeper kind of causes, conditions, long-term causes, conditions, it is more difficult to get rid of these causes and conditions. But even if I cannot totally get rid of these causes and conditions, and therefore I continue to have these problems, even then, there's one thing I can do, and that is I can change my way of reacting. I can change my way of saying things, and I can change thereby my own way of thinking, way of taking things, my reaction. And if I can do that, that's the, it can sometimes solve problems then and there. Because if I understand this, and then if I stop being that much, hateful and angry, and then I can forgive, and I can allow myself to feel kindness in my heart. I can understand, so therefore I can feel, sometimes even compassion to the people who have done negative things. And then that can completely change, even if that doesn't change everything else around me, it can change myself. I can feel calm, I can feel peaceful, I can feel more positive. And if I feel like that, then that's the strongest, what we call purification. That will change lots of causes and conditions. It can actually purify my karma. That's what we say, that everything, all the causes and conditions that led to this situation can change in a deep way, because I've changed. My way of reacting changed. My way of saying things has changed. So therefore, then, that's the most important transformation. So therefore, this patience, that's the patience. I change my reaction, and not just like trying to put lead, it's not trying to be, not getting angry. Knowing deeply that getting angry, upset, hateful is not the solution, not useful, it is not good. So when I deeply understand this, then my mind calms down and I become something different. So I stop here this time. So thank you very much. So we do a little dedication. Shanju Senju Rinpoche, Mashi Panam Shejuji, Shepa Nyamba, Mepani, Koni Kondem Pewarishu. Sentin Nepati Nepa, Newton Nelly Tajir, Royan and Namalu. Don't enjoy Meparishu.